Gets you there with new nonstop flights on American Airlines.
Now boarding.
Convenient, fast, and stress-free. Book your next flight at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
This is Grant Wister. I played at Nebraska, and after football, I wanted to build something in Nebraska that I was genuinely proud of. Champ Roofing is that. We built the whole company around one idea: do the job right and treat people well. Roof replacements, inspections, gutters, siding, whatever you need, our team is going to show up, communicate with you, and handle it with real care. Nebraska homeowners deserve that. Visit us at champ-roofing.com or call 402-858-7449.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Just keep your eye on the ball. All right, just swing right through it. Yeah, good job. Way to go. Hey, run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
John just tried Runza's new Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger with its sweet heat bacon jam, pepper jack cheese, bacon, and cream cheese.
Whoa, this burger's like totally...
What?
You know, boom, 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 boom.
Not sure I'm getting it.
It's totally jammin'?
Ah, I see. Well, don't jam with your mouth full. Try the Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
It seems like just the other day, I was building my first house. I've seen many changes to our building market in Lincoln. It's been a fun road.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, we hear this a lot where I don't want to live in a cookie cutter home. Well, let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. One thing that we started doing early on was we started building neighborhoods. I'm a firm believer in character in your street and in your neighborhood. I like choice. I like variation. I like maybe something a little bit different in a neighborhood that you don't see in every neighborhood. I think it's great to have choices, its uniqueness, and I think that's what gives a neighborhood character. And I think that's what we've done over the years.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation. Here is your host, Derek Pearson.
It is Sunday Live on the Ticket, 304, in the city that is Lincoln, Nebraska. DP, Harrison Arens will take you through till 5 o'clock. And then the night shift, the night crew coming in to carry you through. There's lots to talk about. Of course, on a Sunday where, I don't know, there's all sorts of goodies happening along the way. Let's talk. We'll cover a lot of things. And of course, if you're familiar with Harrison and I sitting in front of microphones over the course of time, who knows what rabbit hole we end up going down.
There's some obvious pitfalls this time around, though.
Right. We kind of know. I'm a little disappointed in the scheduling, folks, for that day between when there's no Stanley Cup and there's no NBA finals. Do better. Do better, schedulers.
Well, that's where you would be able to feast the most.
Yeah, I mean,
by taking those days when all the other sports are dead outside, like MLB baseball regular season still going on, of course, but no postseason anything other than those two, and then you got college baseball. Seems like a good slate to be the only thing on that day.
You've got a great series going on with Vegas and Carolina in the NHL for the Stanley Cup. Again, when you lose with a shot off the goalie's back heel, right? That off his heel into the net.
Double overtime.
Right? Like,
after making a miraculous comeback. What was it? 3 goals in 39 seconds?
Yeah, just
for anyone who's watching the Canes last night.
To get that to happen, yeah, tough. You can be involved in the conversation, 402-464-5685. You can tell me what you're watching tonight, and it's probably college baseball. Being that's the hot happening thing. Of course, Major League Baseball. Harrison, I'll ask you, which one's more interesting to you right now, College World Series or Major League Baseball?
World Series.
Yeah.
Do you even have to think about that? Does the diehard MLB fan even believe that?
Yeah, I mean, it's intriguing because so like on the brick and mortar, we've got the Royals. The Royals aren't having the best season.
But today, they're winning 5-1.
They're winning today. We will give a recap of some of what's going on today. Braves and Pirates are 3-2 in the top of the 9th in Atlanta. The Orioles and Blue Jays. The Blue Jays lead 5-4 as they head to the 9th in Toronto. The Astros struggling, only 2 hits today. They're down 5-0 to the Athletics. The Nats and Diamondbacks are 1-1 in the 3rd. Actually, a pretty even, like both of those teams hovering right around 500, which I think we're surprised by slightly. That's happening. The Dodgers and Angels, the battle for California. Sorry, San Francisco. You're not a part of that conversation. In what used to be main event, matinee, must-see baseball, the state of affairs says we are currently in a Yankees-Red Sox weekend, and they're crickets about it. They're currently 1-1 in the 6th inning at Yankee Stadium. Phillies and White Sox. I think the Dodgers are the most must watch, but the Phillies are close behind in enjoyable. And it's kind of, it rubs me the wrong way, but I get it. I get it. Tigers and Mariners, 4-3. Mariners lead in Detroit. Marlins 4-1 over the Rays in the Battle of Florida, and them trying to figure out who's going to. I mean, the Rays have had a pretty good run. They're 37-24, and challenging the way Major League Baseball is put together and played.
How so?
Small ball. Small ball. They make all of the metrics that have been put into baseball at every level as absolute. They go against, and they make the worst contact of ball, but they put the most balls in play. So you're forcing teams to defend everything. Again, the thing that you can't defend is a pitch watch. And so balls in play give you the opportunity. I mean, you can't get a hit unless you swing the bat. And it doesn't even have to be elevated, amplified, or otherwise. But the Marlins, they run. They put the Rays. They put the ball in play and they run. They defend. They're scrappy defensively. They don't throw the ball around. So sitting at the top of the AL East is a stun. It's a stunning thing to watch that style of play. But it will, as we talk about often, that sports are cyclical and how they're played and how people approach it. They're not spending the most money, right? They're not. Their salary is nowhere near what the Yankees spend, right? So there you are, and you go, wow, we don't have the superstars. And most people, even a baseball fanatic, can only name 2 or 3 of the Rays players. And same in the bullpen, right? So we can dive into that because that's really a thing that's paying attention. 37 wins so far in the season. Of course, the Royals are 5-1 in the 7th inning as they head to the bottom of the 8th in Minneapolis. The Royals are trying to find their way and to figure out some things. This is a 26-39 Royals team, which
it's been a lot better as of late. You hope that it keeps going in that direction because they're 10.5 back, which within not a great division, at least as it looks right now.
Well, the Twins are sitting at 30 and 36. The Royals, they're a bad team on the road. They're just bad on the road. 11-22 on the road. You're 15 and 17 at home. So at least you're competitive at home. It should be dominant, but it's not. A lot of young talent. At some point you wanted to for the switch to be hit and some of this young talent to start to perform. But that's kind of what's happening. Reds and Cardinals 3-3 in the top of the 7th in St. Louis. Both of those teams, and the Reds at game under 500, and they too have too much talent to be fair to middling. Guardians in Texas. The Guardians are 37-29. The Rangers are 31-33. But the Rangers lead today 7-0, holding them 3 hits so far. And it's crazy. Rockies 24-41. I don't know how I would exist and survive as a Rockies baseball fan.
Yeah, I know they finished at the bottom last year with a horrible record. Were they sitting at the same?
And they're 24-41.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's bad. You're 12-18 at home. Like the perks and benefits of playing in Denver would be hitters ballpark. Pitchers, yeah, you're not really lining up to go pitch at Coors Field with that air and altitude. You really don't want to have to do that. But other teams go into Denver and seem to make it work. So there's a way. Mets and Padres just taking off in San Diego. Padres sitting at 33-30. Mets at 28-36. The Mets have to be considered a major disappointment. For all the money that they're spending, they cannot be that bad. And then tonight, the national game, NBC and Peacock, the Giants at 26-39 against the Cubs 34-31. Again, why are you making me watch that game? Why are you making? Who are you mad at? Why are you mad at baseball fans? At what metric? Listen, at least if you decide to go Reds and Red Sox Yankees, at least you're giving me history. Like, we're going to tie into history. You're going to buy into that. You're really going to sell me on the one NL championship series that had the Giants and Cubs?
They're trying to.
Like, is that what we're doing? Are we going back to the Sammy Sosa, Will Clark days? Like, are we living firmly in that? Is that what we're doing? That you could have gave me Mets Padres. At least you have star fat power.
Yeah.
Right? You have stars in both lineups. Like, there and tons of stories. Why would I care? The national market. Harrison, give me 3 players on the Giants. Right.
I couldn't give you 3.
Right. It's just
the Giants
not,
are not on my radar. I hate to tell to them.
It's just not. And here's my thing as well. Playing better. If you're at Major League Baseball and you're Peacock, what I need, I mean, yes, you gave me San Francisco and Chicago. You gave me 2 big markets. So, okay, fine. Right? But those 2 markets don't match up to New York and Boston. Right? And yeah, I guess you're kind of sick of it. But why not do that? Give me Chicago and Philly. 2 34-win teams. Right? If you need to introduce people to it. But are you really trying to tell me that this is going to be a game of interest? That the Giants, with 26 wins, they're terrible on the road. They're 14-23 on the road. Are you telling me that we need to pay attention to the Giants down the road? Right? Is that what you're telling me? No. No, you can't. You can't do it. You could have told, listen, the Dodgers, at least the Dodgers are incredibly watchable. But I don't know the players on the Cubs that way. I mean, you've got 3 major stars, but I will watch them tonight because if there's nothing else on. And that tells me, but I'm going to look. It gets the small screen to whatever College World Series game is being played at the same time.
Trying to figure out, like, for the national teams, who has the most. So some teams only have 0 to 4 national games, and maybe that's just one of those unfortunate situations where they got to plant one in there. But like, you imagine the Yankees, the Dodgers, they're all going to be on national TV. Detroit Tigers are on there quite a bit. They're at least 16 middle tier teams like Baltimore.
And that's defining what national TV means, because we're not talking.
Well,
we're
that's
talking
just the
Sunday night
is
really the only national TV game.
Well,
right?
then you also get like the streaming games, which I don't know if they count that as like national if it's on streaming only Peacock.
Well, but I mean, if you're on Peacock, you're also on NBC.
Okay, yeah, that's true. So that's national.
So I understand that part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like tonight, let me just say that tonight on my big screen at prime time, 8:00, it's Texas, Oregon. Giants, Cubs gone over here. Go over here.
Yeah, for sure. Texas, Oregon's the right play.
Go over here. Kansas, Oklahoma, here in Nebraska, that 5:00 game, nobody's turning off that game until, right? They're not switching over to Giants, Cubs.
No, that game's first.
Right? And there are some fans, and I know there are a lot of Cubs fans here in the area, but
they'd probably still watch the college super regionals.
Yeah, I absolutely would. Texas took game 1, so game 2 tonight. Kansas and Oklahoma. Oklahoma leads 1-0. They win the first game. The over/under part of college of the super regionals is fascinating because, okay, so I want to say that USC and North Carolina, which is also a really good series, and pardon me for missing the layup, that the Georgia-Mississippi State series has been as good a series back and forth. They are just hitting. It is haymaker. It's like watching 2 epic heavyweights just throw bombs in the. He's hurt. No, he's hurt. He's hurt. He goes down. He gets up, knocks the other guy down.
No defense, just bombs.
It's just bombs. A 2-run. Danny Jackson just hit a 2-run missile in the 10th, and now Mississippi State down 2 in the 10th, trying to put runs together. And it's been a great series.
Well, and you mentioned it off air. There's magic in the super regionals that you do lose in the College World Series. I'm not here to say which one's better, but that home atmosphere in some of these super regionals is insane. West Virginia was the big one that got a ton of clicks on it for obvious reasons. The whole crowd singing West Virginia was
because they're not used to being there.
No, and they get to celebrate it at their home venue.
This is their first College World Series, their first trip to Omaha.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of West Virginia alums and folks. A lot of my players played football at West Virginia, and a lot of folks are there. I would expect that my phone's going to ring that, hey man, we're coming to Nebraska.
Yeah, probably. There's going to be West Virginia fans. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they travel very well.
I don't know that that's true.
Really,
West Virginia is very small.
I know, but I figured that small coalition was very loyal and good on the road.
If I were trying to compare it, well, I mean, Nebraska's small too, so
yeah,
technically,
like no one,
there's 2 million people in Nebraska. I would imagine that West Virginia's somewhere around those areas. Pull up this by state population, and I think so. As I mentioned, 2-run bomb by Georgia, top of the 10. They're up 11-9. In the bottom of 10 with 2 outs. Mississippi State has runners on first and second with 2 outs. Go ahead, run at the plate. That's the kind of series that they've had. It's just never ending.
On the quick research there,
Nebraska versus West Virginia in population.
Surprising to me, we have a bigger population.
Yeah, when I tell you West Virginia's small.
Yeah, 1.76 million. We're at 2
West Virginia is small.
Yeah, that's smaller than I envisioned.
No, it's small. I mean, listen, there are.
Just think everything on the east is bigger.
West Virginia are our cousins. They're the other Virginia.
That probably are our cousins. In some
ways. They're not the cousin we think the most of. They're not. Virginia, we think of ourselves as Thomas Jefferson, George Washington. West Virginia, we kind of think of, and a strikeout to end it. Georgia advances. We will see you in Omaha.
Mm.
And that's a good. Like, we'll have to get to in the second hour. We'll get to the teams that we know are coming to College World Series and kind of go through some of that.
I think who's going to win the Jello shot?
Yeah. Well, listen, an early favorite would be West Virginia.
1.76 million. That's enough.
Depending on the number of people that show up with you, right?
I think they just need 10.
Hey, bro, let me tell you. This is Appalachia, so the mountains that cascade down in southwestern Virginia into West Virginia.
That's where the moonshine tales come from.
No,
right?
brother, let me tell you. let me tell you. But now we know Georgia's coming and they're all related. Like those are folks. Like that's a very short drive.
College World Series also.
Oh, that's a very short
drive. Go get yourself some moonshine.
Hey, bro, let me tell you. Especially if they're driving in. If they're as a matter of fact, there be what would we say? We understand that corridor leading in the highway leading into Lincoln. That if you have out-of-state tags, you will get pulled over. They're going to stop every West Virginia driver,
especially the ones that got a trailer behind
it. Man! No, there's going to be a lot of mobile homes. There's going to be a lot of mobile homes. I would like to look at the cities that the teams that have already advanced, and here's the other thing: Alabama's a win away. Alabama is a win away from being here too. So let me tell you,
we got a consistent population from different areas.
Well, it looks like, so I would imagine USC is 1 win,
and Ole Miss is in there.
They're tied. So whoever wins today, and USC is up 3-1 over North Carolina, headed to the back 3. So USC will add. I would imagine that USC shows up in large numbers. There are no returning teams from last year.
No, there are not. First time ever. Which is
ever.
Insane.
Like that means that there will be a new Jello shot champion this year.
Yep.
There'll be a new champion. There's no back to back. Because it was LSU last year? Why do I think it was LSU?
Was it LSU?
Who was it last year?
It might have been. Let me double check.
In my thought, because they played late into it as well, right? They kind of advanced. Texas, if they come. Texas, as a matter of fact, Texas, I would.
LSU, Coastal Carolina, LSU won.
Look, man, I know my drinkers. I know my drinkers. And I can say that because I lived in Texas. So I can tell you, listen, if they had a tequila competition, Texas would win. If they had a margaritas competition, Texas would win. If they had a taco eat contest, Texas would win. And if you combine them, Texas and tequila, tacos and tequila, the entire state. Like A&M would show up just because.
Who's going to win the domestic Busch Light competition?
Domestic Busch Light.
Because that's the Omaha bread and butter.
Well, Oklahoma is a win away. North Carolina, you're going to be disappointed. If this was a wine drinking competition, I'd say the Tar Heels would have a shot. But Georgia's coming, so I would think that, listen, they've popped a top or two in their days.
This is what college sports is supposed to be, though. Like, that's why, man, I love the beauty of it. When you get all these different schools and all these different traditions and you get a little bit of everything thrown in there.
Yeah, the full, let's go through the brackets, like who is advanced. so far.
So currently, what we're looking at is we have one Trojan. We're still waiting on the USC Trojans, and that was the Trojans Super Regional
Troy.
between Little Rock and Troy. Yep,
So
Troy
more
wins.
Alabama.
Yeah, that's right.
More Alabama. You know what? Oh, you know what? If I'm Omaha, I'm setting aside first of all, I'm going to have an SEC championship in the Jello shots. I'd have a board that's just nothing but SEC.
Great marketing,
right?
Like
Nothing but
genius,
SEC.
easy
Nothing
sales.
but SEC.
For every one shot,
I'd have
they're taking
a
another for the SEC
championship belt.
competition.
I'd have a championship belt.
Yeah.
Right? A Jello shot championship belt. Again, y'all don't have to pay me for these ideas. I'm just giving them to you. But if there's a Jello and there's a sponsor, it's Jello. But listen, you need somebody to be. There needs to be the head coach, the skipper for the school that wins the Jello championship. It should be like the Duke's Mayo Bowl, and a bowl of Jello should be poured over the head of the skipper who wins.
Might be suffocation if you don't get the
Or a
consistency
player.
right.
Well, Jello's not going to clog you up. It's just going to be sticky.
Yeah,
it's just going to be sticky, right? But that should be done. But also, there needs to be a championship belt. As a matter of fact, the championship belt needs to be at the bar that hosts this challenge,
Mm-hmm.
right? Right. So just to take pictures.
Yeah. Do they have? I'm sure you've been in the bar.
Again, Harrison, I give away $1 million ideas, bro. If you don't have a championship belt that people can take it,
and at least like a plaque of all the champions.
No, a big bowl.
Oh,
a championship
Jell-O,
trophy.
The Jello Cup.
The
Bowl.
Jello Cup. This is the Jello Bowl championship.
That'd be nice.
Right? And just for grins and giggles, whatever alcohol and Jello they put in, right? You can do it for each color of the team that's playing.
Mm-hmm.
But I would also, think about that. Generally, right? Red, orange, like there's some, you're kind of in this.
Yeah,
space.
we're down to red.
The bulk
blue,
of the people, red,
yellow,
right?
That's pretty much the colors that
right?
left.
That Jello, right? So if you did those and anybody buys a shot, you take a picture with the bowl, with your bowl, right? Or the championship belt, right? You're aspiring to this greater thing. And I just think it's a great opportunity.
I like the idea of like a trophy, like the Jello Bowl Cup or whatever you want to call it, just to have it in there. And then every year someone gets to take pictures with it. They're that year's champion. And then you fill up a wall with all the champions as the years go by.
It has to be done, right? I mean, like you can say that because yellow, you can that's West Virginia.
Yep.
Right. So and there's yellow gelatin. So okay, who's in so far? Let me.
So we got
West Virginia and
West
Troy.
Virginia. Yep.
Now, okay. Can we re-bracket though? That's going to be the first game of the tournament. I just going out on a limb that at 12 noon Friday, it's going to be Troy in West Virginia. And you will be able to sit on the dugout. Am I wrong?
Probably not.
That will be the least attended game of the entire, right?
I think so. After coming to my surprise, knowing that West Virginia's population is way smaller than I realized.
And Alabama is not, it's quite frankly not that big. And you're sending a split squad.
Yeah.
You're sending the split. Here's the other thing. Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
So Alabama had 3 teams in the Super Regionals. 3. The other matchup would be the winner of North Carolina and Southern California and Ole Miss. Now, that's going to be a game. Like, okay, get me in, right? That's a thing. Ole Miss, blue or red, Jello. Yeah. Carolina, blue or white. I don't know what you would mix some things up.
I think you just go light blue, dark blue.
Right?
Keep it easy.
Georgia versus, now, this is where it gets saucy. If Texas gets in, it's Georgia and Texas.
That's going to be the most attended.
Right? And then Alabama and the winner of
Oklahoma or Kansas.
Oklahoma, Kansas. Right? I mean, St. John's could still spoil the thing, but.
Oh, wow. They got waxed in that first game. I didn't realize they lost 8-0.
Oregon is Oregon and USC are the. So we really need to root for USC to make a comeback. Otherwise, the Big Ten isn't represented.
Yeah, no, that was kind of the biggest shocker was the UCLA, which on a side note, poor St. Mary's takes down UCLA not once but twice just to clear them out of the pool for Cal Poly to advance. Then Cal Poly doesn't advance. West Virginia takes it. Shout out to SMU for your valiant effort of taking out UCLA, even though it hurts the Big Ten. But yeah, we're just down to the USC Trojans, which is ironic because
they're up 3-1 in the bottom of the 6 against Carolina.
Well, they came alive. Like, we swept them here in Lincoln. And then I remember I always look at the other teams' message boards, like, how are their fans feeling? Boy, they were down and out. They lost a few more series after us. People were really wondering if this USC team was good enough to bounce back. They got hot at the right time.
Govine has just taken over USC pitching. I mean, I've watched him in big games after big game. He goes deep in the games. Yeah, he holds folks off the scoreboard. But yeah, it's 3-1 Carolina, and then Oregon has to win 2 against Texas. They have to go back-to-back against Texas tonight in order for – you need 2 Big Ten teams.
At least. Oregon, USC would be fantastic.
Would you – if USC gets in, I'd be more intrigued. I'd be okay with Oregon losing to Texas.
Yeah, I'm shout
just
out
for
to
the
USC
for the College
Trojans.
World Series.
I enjoy the Trojans. So if they want to represent, be the Big Ten representative, I'm good with that. I'll take USC. And
I would imagine that they show up in Omaha. The Texas will show up. I'm not sure I would expect Oregon to show up.
I was talking to Tristan about it because he played up there for Portland.
Yeah.
And he was talking about Oregon. And he's like, it's nice, but like capacity wise, it's not as big as a deal up there.
No.
Like, you don't get that baseball is a thing of importance, regardless if they're having a great season or just an okay one.
Right. I'm trying to make sense of it. But here's what we'll do. We'll go to our first break. Again, 3-1 Trojans over Dirty Tar Heels. 3-1 in the 6. More one-on-one when we come back.
Seems like just the other day I was building my first house. I've seen many changes to our building market in Lincoln. It's been a fun road.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, we hear this a lot where I don't want to live in a cookie cutter home. Well, let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. One thing that we started doing early on was we started building neighborhoods. I'm a firm believer in character in your street and in your neighborhood. I like choice. I like variation. I like maybe something a little bit different in a neighborhood that you don't see in every neighborhood. I think it's great to have choices, its uniqueness, and I think that's what gives a neighborhood character. And I think that's what we've done over the years.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Hey, this is Jay Foreman, the host of Old School, 3 to 6 p.m. here at 93.7 The Ticket. And one of my favorite things to do is come down and meet all the fans before and after as they cheer on our beloved Huskers.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Let's fly. Your next trip starts at Lincoln Airport with American Airlines. Now flying nonstop service to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Chicago. American Airlines connects Lincoln to major hubs and destinations around the globe. Wherever you're headed, LNK gets you there with new nonstop flights on American Airlines.
Now boarding.
Convenient, fast, and stress-free. Book your next flight at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
This is Grant Wister. I played at Nebraska, and after football, I wanted to build something in Nebraska that I was genuinely proud of. Champ Roofing is that. We built the whole company around one idea: do the job right and treat people well. Roof replacements, inspections, gutters, siding, whatever you need, our team is going to show up, communicate with you, and handle it with real care. Nebraska homeowners deserve that. Visit us at champ-roofing.com or call 402-858-7449.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Just keep your eye on the ball. All right, just swing right through it. Yeah, good job. Way to go. Hey, run it out, run it out, run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
John just tried Runza's new Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger with its sweet heat bacon jam, pepper jack cheese, bacon, and cream cheese.
Whoa, this burger's like totally.
What?
You know, boom, 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 boom.
Not sure I'm getting it.
It's totally jammin'.
Ah, I see. Well, don't jam with your mouth full. Try the Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back, DP Harrison Arens on a Sunday, tracking College World Series. Who's coming? Who's on the ropes? Again, so far we know that West Virginia, the Mountaineers, the Nears at 45-15 will make their first appearance, and there will be some darling factor to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I gotta admit, it's hard not to kind of like and root for those guys in this one,
right? But the only problem is, who's Cinderella? Is it West Virginia or Troy? Because they're gonna play each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Troy will be the darlings of Omaha until they aren't. I would imagine this, and correct me if I'm wrong, that of the fans that are watching and attending the College World Series Friday, that West Virginia fans are rooting for West Virginia. No other fan base in the building is rooting for West Virginia. Everybody else is rooting for Troy.
I think that's accurate.
Well, maybe not Alabama, because Troy's their little cousin.
I think Alabama would like it.
Right?
Now, Alabama probably,
would they?
I think, would bleed through and being like,
yeah,
that's our little brothers whooping
right.
you. I think they'd say it like that and take ownership of it. Right or wrongfully so. I think they'd be proud.
Who do you want to see in Omaha, North Carolina or Southern Cal?
Give me Southern Cal. Give me the Trojans. I said all the time, I love the Trojan fans. That's like the one Big Ten fan base that I've been pleasantly surprised by. I think they get a little bit of what we get. Like, hey, man, look at us.
You're not relevant anymore.
Like, what happened? Yeah. I don't know. We can have a beer and talk about it and sit in our own sorrows together.
Oh,
I think that's kind of where us and USC get along a little bit.
USC football thinks of itself the way Nebraska thinks of itself.
Yes, it does.
Like, it really, yeah. Although it is more celebrity driven.
It is more celebrity driven.
It is more Los Angeles. It's Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
It's more Hollywood than Nebraska.
And ours just for average Jeff, as we say, fitness fanatics driven.
But doesn't Oklahoma fall in that category too? Or have they been more relevant recently?
No, we just don't care about them.
Yeah, but I mean, same space.
We'll never get along.
But they've won since 2016.
Yeah, they don't know real misery.
Right.
Not the way we do.
Right.
Plus, they're rivals, and they've handed us misery and sorrow times. So,
what do we think of Ole Miss? We like them here. Like and do you feel any better that they advanced?
No, I mean, when it comes to all this, I'm never like
right. The people that
you know,
beat,
with
the
Texas
people that
and
beat
softball.
You. Well, the
like,
people that beat you.
Yeah.
Do you feel better that they win rather than
no?
No.
I like with Texas won softball. It was Texas, but also like, no, that doesn't make me happy. I wasn't happy when Texas A&M won. What? How does this keep happening to us that we end up at playing the inevitable champion, whether it's Texas A&M or Texas or Penn State?
Because that's how you grow.
Yeah, amen to that.
That's literally how you grow, is to figure out, you know what, we've got to be better than this.
Well, shout out Jordy Fromm for continuing to grow with the team as she's now on staff. Which,
what's the clock on that though? If she's 3 months pregnant, will she be?
I'd imagine she's got some leeway to make sure she takes care of family stuff. Because I mean, with that stuff,
well, what's 6 months from now? We're in July or June.
Yeah,
July, August, September, October, November, December.
Yeah, so around December. Be that time,
right?
So actually, kind of, it may be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not.
Well, you got newborn. You're gonna have a newborn. You're gonna have a
Yeah.
newborn. You're gonna have a newborn in. We'll still be in weeks when we get to March.
That's
February,
crazy,
right? So that's the thing, right? Top seeds. The top seed that has advanced to the College World Series, Georgia. So Georgia will come into this no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia will come into this as the number 1 seed. Not that you reseed, because you don't, but from an odd standpoint, Georgia. And then if Carolina, well, here's what's interesting. Carolina was 5.
Mm-hmm.
Texas was 6. Alabama was 7. Florida's out at 8. Southern Miss is out at 9. Florida State is out at 10. Oregon or Texas. So Oregon was at 6, Texas at 10, Oregon at 11. Texas A&M is out. Nebraska's out. Mississippi State out. Kansas battling because, so in truth, West Virginia, so what is it? Georgia?
Yep, Georgia, West Virginia, Troy, Ole Miss, and looking like USC right now.
So there's a lot of the favorites aren't going to be in. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 super regionals winners in Omaha. Yikes. Yikes.
A weird year.
Yikes. So then, and again, you can watch how it plays out, that the winner or the loser of West Virginia, Troy game 1 would play the winner of whether it's Southern Cal or North Carolina versus Ole Miss. So you're going to get a brawl. Then you're going to get on the other side. That bracket is pretty spicy.
Mm-hmm.
So the battling there, and then the blend happens after game 2, where you'd see here where it was, but it looks like then you'd have if Oklahoma gets through and Alabama gets through, then the winner of Oklahoma, Alabama, which is a pretty good Saturday. But are they doing 2 games on Friday or 4? It's 4 games on Friday?
I thought it was just 2, right? I can pull up the actual schedule here.
Right. Give me the schedule because let's see what it says. College World Series. 2 games on Friday.
Yeah. Okay.
2 games on Friday. So I would imagine one side of the bracket on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
2 games on Saturday, the other side of the bracket. Then the losers from Friday will play Sunday. The losers from Saturday will play Monday. Then Tuesday, it's an elimination game. Whoever is on their way out, you'll play for one of those. Then back into the winners bracket. So we will be, of course, we'll be at Blur Events. We partner with Blur Events once again. And if you have not been to a Blur event, specifically College World Series, you need to get on board.
That's a great time.
You need to get on board. It is a wonderful presentation, great location. I need to look and see what the price. I'm going to pull up there.
It's a pretty good deal. Like once you're in there, they take care of you.
So as it says, here's what we have currently. So it'll be at the Hilton Omaha. There's a tent that sits right in the outfield. Let's see here. You have to buy a ticket per day, or you can just buy a ticket for the whole thing. If you want, so Friday, this is what it says for Friday. That the day pass, lunch and dinner buffet, soda, water, and access to cash bar for beer and mixed drinks. Game ticket not included. We have to keep saying that so people understand. Sales tax included. That price for Friday is $96.87. Then the all you can drink access. So if you don't want cash bar, you just want to go for it. $127 for the entire day Friday.
When you think about like all the meals and everything, though.
let me stand corrected.
Okay.
The $127 includes all day access, lunch and dinner buffet, soda, water, beer, wine, and access to cash bar for mixed drinks. But you get beer and wine for the $127. If you want beer, wine, and mixed drinks, $144.
Okay.
So what I would say it is 100, 130, 150. And depending on your crew, right? If you just want to come later, like if you can't make the day games, you have to work Friday. You can just get into the tent. You get unlimited soda, water, and cash bar for $30.
Oh, there you go.
$100 if you want everything except for the mixed drinks. $130. No, just a Friday late. It's so after game, $30.
That's awesome. And you think about though, like that's avoiding going out and spending all the food for meals. Like it's all in-house. You don't have to travel, pay for parking at a bunch of different spots.
Plus they have parking at the Hilton.
Yeah, that's another big one. And then if you are going to the games, you're there.
So it says after 7:00. So if you want in any of those night times after first pitch in the games, if you just want to come hang out at the tent, that's after the meals are done, after the buffet is done, and you just want to come hang out, you get soda, water, it's cash bar for beer and mixed drinks.
And then it's just blurevents.com.
Yep.
If you want to find the information there. So I know we always enjoy our visit up there. They're always incredible hosts. So
yeah, and no matter how hot it is, you're in a tent. They have misters to keep you
fans.
cool. Yeah, the whole shebang. So you should probably find your way up there. Again, blurevents.com/Omaha if you want to see the particulars. It is June 12th through the 17th and then June 20th. So we'll be there Friday, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the following Friday. So we will be there, and then, of course, weather permitting. Weather permitting. So
Mother Nature might have won regionals and super
it may
regionals
stop
so
the game,
far.
but it never stops the blur party because it's under a tent. It's under a tent and right across the street. So there's some convenience to it. We'll go to break. Close this out. I see Bach in the back. You guys can tell me whether Bach wants in. If not, you and I will carry us all the way to 5:00.
Nutrition Authority presents Fusion 30, an ultra premium protein ideal for anyone wanting to look, feel, and perform their best. Fusion 30 can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today for a free sample, visit with a certified nutritionist, and get better than internet pricing. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Gentlemen, are you ready for something beyond the ordinary haircut? At Scissors and Scotch Lincoln, they blend your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. Sink into a comfy chair, unwind with a complimentary drink, and let their master barbers handle the rest. It's not just grooming, it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors and Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors and Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road.
93.7 The Ticket is Lincoln's home for Kansas City Royals baseball in 2026. Catch all the action as Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and a pitching rotation led by Cole Reagans try to lead the Royals back to the postseason. That's Kansas City Royals baseball all summer long on the air in Lincoln at 93.7 The Ticket.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Hey everyone, this is Austin Orman from Old School with Foreman and Orman, live from 1040 O Street in the heart of downtown Lincoln, weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. My favorite thing about downtown Lincoln has to be the year-round energy. Downtown Lincoln never stops. It's easy to get to, has everything you could need or want in dining, entertainment, and retail, and of course it has Lincoln's best sports talk, proudly located in downtown Lincoln on the corner of 11th and O.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Is your air conditioner ready for the hot weather ahead? Get it checked now before you really need it. Call Bryant now to schedule your spring air conditioning service check. No matter what brand equipment you have, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean, inspect, and test to make sure it's ready to cool efficiently when hot weather hits. Stay cool and comfortable with air conditioning services from Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111 to schedule your AC check. Bryant, whatever it takes.
At DWE Generations, having a plan matters, especially when it comes to protecting what's most important. They work with individuals, families, and business owners to help make smart financial decisions that support life today and set the foundation for generations. David Darlington, Russell Walton, and Cody Eiler bring decades of experience, and their dedicated team provides follow-through, answering questions, explaining next steps, and staying connected as life evolves. DWE Generations, a generational wealth planning firm. DWE Generations is a marketing name for individuals doing business as representatives of Northwestern Mutual. Visit generations.nm.com or call 402-483-7871 and ask for David, Russell, or Cody.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement. There are so many realtors in Lincoln and Omaha, but don't get overwhelmed by all the no-names, plus all the different companies. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate is your go-to option, whether buying or selling residential, luxury, leasing, investment properties, or commercial property, small or large. Ben's team offers decades of experience, unbeatable customer service, and promises to fully protect your interests throughout the entire transaction. Call 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Final segment, Bach and Harrison will take you through to 5 o'clock in a full evening of ticket, entertainment, conversations, etc. We appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, it's there. I was just sharing with Harrison a moment in time, the old Dick Van Dyke show, where Rob and Laura, of course, Mary Tyler Moore, was Laura Petrie. Really good dancer, by the way, back in the day. Like, it was like a thing. But they had their baby, Richie, young Richie, which was always the next. So year 3 of the show, usually couples would have a baby, or at least,
keep the storyline alive somehow.
Right. So they bring the baby home, and Rob doesn't think the baby looks like them. And the hospital back then, and again, so they were the Petrie family. There was another family, the Peters. The Peters were in room 203. The Petries were in 208. But they were the only 2 babies born that day So they thought, well, maybe the 3 and the 8 got switched up. And Rob says, okay, he calls the hospital and he goes, are you sure this is my baby? And they're like, yes, we're sure. And he goes, well, you gave us some figs for 203. So you might have just switched the babies. So he calls the hospital and he gets the number to the Peters family. And he says, listen, my name's Rob Petrie. I think you have my baby. I think you have my son. And they agree to meet. And they meet at the Petrie's house. But Rob is trying to convince his wife that, quite frankly, we need to deal with this because
we got the wrong baby.
We got the wrong baby. We have the wrong baby. And the scene cuts to the scene where the doorbell rings and Rob opens the door ready to meet the Peters family and exchange baby. He has told them that he thinks the babies have been swapped. And Rob opens the door only to find out that the Peters family is black. So there's no chance that they swap babies. And then it goes on, right? He goes, well, why didn't you tell me on the phone? And he goes, oh, I couldn't wait to see the look on your face. Like, I just wanted to see the look. He goes, there's no way I was going to miss the look on your face. He goes, you could have told me. He goes, nah, I wanted to do that. And they sit on the couch. And that was a monumental moment in American television because they go sit on the couch. And just at the time, there weren't many.
60s is what you said?
Yeah, this is the 60s, late 60s. Phil Morris ended up being, I want to say I Spy may have been the TV show where he became the second American black lead actor on a national televised show. The first being Bill Cosby with I Spy, and then Phil Morris had his own later. But without this episode of Dick Van Dyke, it doesn't happen. So it was pretty interesting just to see the look on his. I showed it to Harrison so he could see the look on his face, and Harrison didn't know what the punch was.
No, I was waiting.
Yeah, like what's gonna happen here?
I thought the husband was right. I was like, it might not be the baby. Let's find
right. And then he asked the question, hey, does he look like him? And he goes, sure, it looks just like him. And the wife goes, are you sure? And he goes, no, but I don't want to get him started again. I don't want to get him started again. So great stuff along the way. They sit on the couch and break bread, which quite frankly, more often we need to do. They are in the top of the 8th, USC 3, North Carolina 1. You and Bach can take everybody through. And by the time you get done, we'll have some really cool College World Series stories on deck. Appreciate y'all hanging out. I'm going to get out of here. Love y'all.